Can she see me yet?
I can.
This is pretty cool technology you got here. So let me try to. We're playing footsies. We should have done this in outer space. We could have both been sitting on, like, Neptune in a bubble. Hey, what have you been doing for fun?
I have not left home since March 8th.
At all?
I went to an eye doctor's appointment because I could no longer fix my eye infection on telemedicine. And then I went for a mammogram.
Yeah, I asked what did you do for fun? Eye doctors and mammograms do not qualify. I have never had a mammogram myself.
Okay, so for fun.
But it doesn't sound fun. You can do better than that.
No, it is definitely not. Here's what I did for fun. I have had 2 girls here the whole time who were living in Los Angeles, who moved up here during the pandemic. They've been fun. We have movie nights with the 2 girls, Stedman and I. We do regular movie nights. I've seen all the movies I wished I'd seen and didn't. We watched every episode of The Crown. We started a whole thing with popsicles, so we now have...
That sounds fun.
23 different flavors of popsicles, including pumpkin and sweet potato. And we have Friday night dance nights. We put puzzles together.
There you go.
And I've read a lot. What have you done?
You know, we went, for example, Michelle and I went bike riding yesterday, which was fantastic because it was a beautiful day. And game nights, big, although sometimes I get too competitive. At least that's what Michelle says, because she's been losing, so.
Hello, President Barack Obama.
Hey, you, how are you?
I'm so good. You're in Washington, D.C., and I'm home in Santa Barbara, but through the miracle of technology, we get to be face-to-face in the same room, and we don't even have to wear masks.
And we have a fire going, apparently.
And we have a fire going, a real one, too. I'm excited to talk to you about your extraordinary, I mean, I don't even have words for it. It's a masterful rendering of your presidency and life, a promised land. But first, I just want to ask you, what was the one word that would best describe how you felt when it was announced that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the next president and vice president of the United States?
I was thrilled.
Joe Biden.
First of all, obviously, Joe is somebody who stood by me on every major decision I had for 8 years. He's become a brother, a genuinely good friend. Kamala is one of my earliest supporters when I first launched my presidency. So I'm personally invested in them. And they have the character and experience, I think, to do an outstanding job in a very difficult time, a very challenging time in this country. But beyond the personal investment I have in them, I think this gives us a chance to get back to the kind of competent, caring government that we so badly need and that the world expects out of the United States of America. So it's not going to immediately solve every problem that we have because you have enormous challenges around COVID and the economic after effects. You've got long-standing issues like racial bias in the criminal justice system and rising inequality. But without this change, I think things would have continued to deteriorate, and our democracy would have been much more fragile. And I'm confident a new president and vice president are going to help us right the ship.